What's up, guys? This is StarkZaku here, and welcome back to Tales of Arise. In the last episode, we was about to meet the good old staff guy named Dalamine. I think that's his name. Might be reading that wrong. Yeah, we also learned how to farm, well, not really farm, but like more or less just dealing with the animals itself. So livestock, that's the word I'm looking for. Learned how to do some livestock, and this is some wholesome family fun. All right, let's get to the next part in our adventure.
Stay sharp. We're going in.
I'm sorry. I'm not feeling well today. Could I please take the day off?
Oh, that's terrible. Rest up and try not to strain yourself. I'll let the others know.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Wow. I was actually expecting something a little bit different. I was expecting somebody to get slapped.
Everybody
Wow.
seems so happy working here. And it seems like the soldiers are there to actually protect them rather than keep an eye on them.
I don't get it. How can it be like this?
I actually have the same question to that. Just saying. This doesn't make logical sense. Unless treating people with the utmost decency and respect will actually get good work done. Gee, who would have thought?
Halt!
Oh,
I presume
there
you're
she
Alphen
is.
of Orbis Calaglia?
Fine.
Captain Kisara of the Eldermenencia Guard.
Just Kisara? No last name would make you a Danon.
So it does. Is that a problem?
No,
The
not at
guard.
all.
Wait, so you're saying the Lord of Eldermenencia has Danons protecting him?
In this country, Danon guardsmen aren't unusual. Everyone who enlists does so of their own free will.
She sounds like she's serious, Alphen.
That makes no sense. Don't your people remember 7 years ago?
Wouldn't you be grateful if you were finally allowed to live as a free person? And for my part, there is no greater honor than being chosen to serve His Excellency, Lord Dohalim. I feel no shame.
Dohalim, that's his name. That guy.
But all of that aside, I came seeking you, Alphen, at Lord Dohalim's behest. He wishes an audience with you.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll talk with
With
the
us?
guy. I would love to speak to him. Like,
Indeed. He awaits you at Autolina Palace. That is, if you choose to accept. I am here only as a messenger, not a kidnapper. Your reply?
first of all, I'm not a kid for you to be napping, okay?
All right.
But I mean,
We'll
you
meet
can
your
kidnap
lord.
me anytime.
Very well. I
I
shall return
need
and deliver
help.
your acceptance. Please don't keep him waiting too long.
Before you go, what lies beyond this point?
A quarry manned by Danon laborers.
Nothing else?
There's a Danon medical facility for the severely ill at the back. However, for sanitation reasons, it's kept off limits, even to guardsmen.
There it
I think
is.
this Dohalim would want to see us.
It's probably a trap.
Eh,
Still, they already know we're here. Not like we can start being stealthy now. We might as well listen to what he has to say.
yeah, might as
Hey,
well
are
talk
you
to
sure
this
about
guy.
going? What if it's a trap?
That's no reason to back out now.
Law's right. I get your concern, but we should buckle down.
That Kisara woman. She sounded pretty smug about serving Dohalim, didn't she?
She still
not
has a
really.
Renan for a boss. How is that any different from being a slave?
Wait, time out.
Renan society is a meritocracy. To us, it's seen as natural that those who sit at the top rule over the rest.
I can't take
It's the
that
same old
serious
wall
with
as
that
the rest
damn
of Dan
mask
at the
on.
end of the day.
I meant
Just
that
with a
damn
different coat of paint.
glasses.
I guess it can change people's attitudes if they can at least serve someone they respect.
But they're still being deceived. It's
Where's the
obvious that's
deception?
what's happening.
On the one hand, her loyalty really did seem to be genuine. But on the other hand, Calaglia had its fair share of Danans who just accepted Renan rule because it was all they'd ever known. With that in mind, it can be hard to tell if her loyalty truly came about on its own, or if it's just the result of years of subjugation.
Who knows?
If it
It might
is
clear some things up if we
Jesus
hear what
Christ.
Dohalim has to say.
Yeah, you're right. Let's make our way to the palace.
Yes.
I just don't get it. The Danans have endured years of suffering. How could they just turn around and trust the Renans all of a sudden?
Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing. But I guess they must have a pretty good reason, right?
Like what? What could erase 300 years of pain and suffering?
Maybe it's precisely because they suffered for so long that they see Dohalim as something of a savior.
Hey, whose side are you on here, Alphen?
Relax, Rinwell. All I'm saying is that we shouldn't jump to assumptions about these people until we know more about the situation.
I just don't get it.
I guess that towering structure at the center is the palace.
You think it's dangerous to go inside?
It's not a question of danger. We're going inside regardless.
Ha!
Hey,
You again. After we parted ways, an urgent petition from the citizen. Wow, I can't read. The citizenry came in. Lord Dolahim is currently busy responding to it. As such, I must ask for you to wait until he finishes his business. Once preparations are complete, I'll lead the way. Okay, we have another person on our squad. Oh, never mind. No, we don't.
Pretty fancy place they got here.
There's no way this isn't a trap.
If it is, this is about the most noble trap I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, here is
your
the
guess, my lord.
red-haired
Thank you,
user.
Kisara. You're the wielder of the blazing sword, the liberator of Calaglia. You do dress humbly for someone of such grandeur.
Okay, spill the beans.
But
What you
where
want?
are my manners? I am the ruler of Elda Menencia. I'm Lord Dohalim Ilkaris.
If you know who we are, then you know how strange it is to invite us into your palace.
I thought I'd clear up your misconceptions before things could escalate. What do you say?
Okay, sure, shoot.
You did come here to defeat me, did you not?
Perhaps, and what if we did? Are you planning to fight us here?
I don't think that will be necessary. After all, I imagine you've taken in a fair amount of his scent by this point. Have you come across even one slave being abused? Soldiers killing for sport? Suffering of any form?
He has a fair point.
I would hazard that you have not. For I have liberated Menencia from its suffering and brought joy to its people. But if these results are not enough to stay your sword,
Ooh! Made your gun look like
I
shit.
commend you for your boldness, but it won't work on me. Still, your would-be assassination cannot go unpunished.
Alphen!
Fair enough. Allow me to host you for dinner. We shall continue our talk then. Kelzelik,
Yes, my lord.
please escort our guests if you would be so kind.
As you wish, sire.
Notice how none of the knights stepped
That's what
in?
you
That
get for being
motherfucker
so
good.
careless.
He's so
Right,
good.
dude. What were
Pause,
you
that sounds
thinking
so wrong.
attacking him on
But
your
that
own?
motherfucker good.
What are you upset about? Our whole goal is supposed to be overthrowing the lords. Remember?
He could have been hurt.
And it wouldn't have been the first time either. What's gotten into you?
The motherfucker care about you, that's it.
Hey, you do know that Alphen is really just worried about you, right?
Oh my god.
That's what it looked like to me. But maybe not.
Oh my god. I can't take this fucking game serious with that. Okay. So she gets yet another maximum AG. Art casting mobility allows you to move around while casting art. Easier for you to trigger over limit. Lunar consumption. Okay. I'll leave the rest alone for now. Ooh, okay.
It pains me to see that
dining
Renin
table.
cuisine isn't to your liking. I asked my chefs to prepare only the finest delicacies available.
I mean, they probably worried that they're gonna get poisoned.
2 wasted opportunities.
I can't even be mad at them for.
Why did you set the Danans here free when you took over?
You are mistaken. You see, I may rule single-handedly, but on my own, even I cannot change the order of things. But what is within my power is the welfare of the people, the fostering of a mutual respect among the classes. This I can change.
Sounds a
Eddie
lot like
has.
the Danans are still oppressed, if you ask me.
Oh,
Only in
please
the sense
explain.
they continue to serve as laborers, yes. However, I assure you they are fairly compensated for their efforts. This harmony we strive for is the current pinnacle of Renin-Danin coexistence.
Harmony and coexistence between the Renins and the Danans.
What about the crown contest? This doesn't exactly make you a shoo-in.
And yet, the Danans here are even more productive than when they used to face daily lashings.
Fact.
In any case, the crown contest is of little importance to me, and even less to Elda Menencia. You see, I have no interest in becoming sovereign.
So this guy is just a genuinely nice person. Damn. Ooh. He beating you without even using the staff.
Stop this! Please! It's over! Stop!
Okay, so what happened?
How could you? I swear, I'll never forgive you for this!
Bitch. Okay.
It is not by choice that one assumes the throne of a realm. But Sovereign is a different matter entirely. I have no interest in playing their game.
Are you saying you'll withdraw from the contest?
I guess if you don't plan to ascend the throne, there's not much reason to harvest energy from Danans, is there?
Let the ambitious fight it out amongst themselves. All I care for is maintaining peace throughout my realm.
So what? Your personal desires are all that matter to you?
Yo, you
Take a
really
look in the mirror.
gleaming
I may not
his
play
shit,
their
yo.
games, but you have outright betrayed your own. You've torn down 2 of my fellow lords. What precisely is your aim?
Oh
Spare
yeah,
me your
you gonna
answer.
have to share.
I care not for your reasons.
Oh no, there's no spare. I would like to know
Suffice it to
this.
say, I will not impede you. That said, should you threaten the peace of my realm, I will respond. I suggest you conclude your business and leave Menancia at your earliest convenience. Kelzelik. Our guests depart. Please see to their lodgings for the night.
I shall arrange for rooms for you all at a local inn. It is a short ways down the road. You may stay there for the night, after which I suggest you promptly make your departure.
Damn, look at how ritzy this place is. How many rooms do you think it's got?
Don't you think you're being a little too relaxed? They could strike at any moment.
If they were going to attack us, they would have done it already.
True.
So you're the blazing sword of Calaglia now, huh? Come to think of it, I remember Ganabelt calling you that too.
Yeah, you're
Fuck
getting to be
that
pretty
guy.
famous among the lords.
Yeah, and that's not a good thing either.
What do you mean?
What?
That's something you should be proud of, if anything, Alphen. They're scared of you, man. You're a real badass.
It's not as simple as that, Law. The more well-known he is, the more people might come after him.
Or his family,
No, that's not
relatives,
what I'm worried about.
things like that.
It isn't?
When people call me that, it feels like there's something hanging over me that shouldn't be there. It's hard to put into words, but it's something that doesn't feel like a part of me. Something I can't let be a part of me. Or else.
Well, I still think it's pretty amazing, but that's just me.
That's crazy.
Do you really think we should trust accommodations from a Renan lord? How do we know it's safe?
Like we have any other choice. We can't go and set up camp outside of town at this hour.
Honestly, I'd still take that over staying here. What if they try to kill us in our sleep?
I doubt that's the case. His best chance to kill us would have been back at the palace.
Yep.
His true intentions aside, for now, at least we're in his good books.
Then we probably shouldn't test his patience. Let's find that inn and check in.
Yeah, I would explore the manor, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm pretty sure we're gonna end up coming back here fighting a whole bunch of soldiers and things like that. So I'm gonna save searching that for later.
Interesting. All we ever got was a tattered blanket, a rock-hard bed, and well past its prime food.
What are you talking about?
What we got for our slave labor back in Calaglia. As you can tell, it wasn't much at all. Here, the Danans get the same basic amenities, but the quality is way better than anything we were given. Hell, apparently they even get time off to do what they want. If I'm being honest, I'm not sure how to take all this in.
Could it be that things were simply harsher in Calaglia compared to everywhere else?
It was the same in Cislodia, too. Our buildings and clothing were equipped to handle the cold, but that was the only difference.
True.
Working the floodlights was a form of punishment, so we didn't really get rewarded for anything that we did.
Yeah, you could be assigned to fix food or make daily necessities too, but when all was said and done, most of that stuff went to the Renans. There wasn't much in the way of compensation for any of that, so I'd say that Cyslodia and Calaglia were both pretty awful.
An Elder Menancia really is unusual.
It's not unusual to treat somebody with
I might
respect
even
and
go
common
so far as to
decency.
call it crazy. But the fact remains, Danans aren't free here.
Yeah, no matter how happy they look, they're still slaves.
I don't even know what to think right now. This is all way too much to deal with. It's giving me a headache.
A lot of y'all's thought processes are way too broad. You know what I mean? Like, you could say, yeah, they're slaves, but they're more like indentured servants than slaves.